Hello, welcome to Your Academy. At Your Academy today we would be dealing with a poem by John Donne titled The Ecstasy. We do not have an exact date when this poem was written, but critics suppose that this poem was written somewhere between 1605 and 1610 or 1614. There are some suggestions from the letters of John Donne that this poem could have been written in 1610. Some suggest 1614, some suggest between 1605 and 1610. However, this poem was published after the death of John Donne in 1633, as is the case with most of the poems of John Donne. This poem of John Donne is one amongst the longest poems written by John Donne. This poem contains around 80 verses which are divided into 20 stanzas. This poem deals with one of the dominant themes of John Donne, that is love, and the platonic love and the physical love, and it is again a Donne's poem for that matter, which would come with all kinds of wit, all kinds of cleverness, all kinds of metaphysical conceits and ambiguity and suspense that John Donne usually comes up with in his poem. Now, as this is a long poem consisting of around 80 verses, the lecture in itself would be a long one. In this lecture, we will deal, as we usually do, with the detailed analysis of a poem. We'll study this poem verse by verse, stanza by stanza. But before we enter into the next section of this lecture, that is the detailed analysis of the poem, let's take up the text of the poem and read the text of the poem first. Where, like a pillow on a bed, a pregnant bank swelled up to rest, the violet's reclining head, sat we two, one another's best. Our hands were firmly cemented with a fast balm which thence did spring. Our eyes, eye beams twisted and did thread our eyes upon the double string. So to intergraft our hands as yet was all the means to make us one, and picture in our eyes to get was all our propagation. As twixt two equal armies fate suspended uncertain victory, our souls, which to advance their state were gone out, hung betwixt her and me. And whilst our souls negotiate there, we like sepulchral statues lay. All day the same our postures were, and we said nothing all day. If any so by love refined, that he soul's language understood, and by a good love were ground all mind, within convenient distance stood. He, though he knew not which soul spake, because both meant, both spake the same, might thence a new concoction take, and part far purer than he came. This ecstasy doth unperplex. We said, and tell us what we love. We see by this it was not sex. We see, we saw not what did move, but as all several souls contain, mixturing of things, they know not what love these mixed, they know not what love these mixed souls doth mix again, and makes both one, each this and that. A single violet transplant the strength, the color and the size, all which before was poor and scant, redoubles still and multiplies. When love with one another so animates to soul, that abler soul which thence doth flow, defects of loneliness controls. We, then who are this new soul, know of what we are composed and made. For the atomies of which we grow are souls, whom no change can invade. But oh, alas, so long, so far our bodies, why do we forbear? They are ours, though they are not we. We are the intelligences, they the spheres. We owe them thanks because they thus did us to us at first convey, yielded their senses force to us, nor are dross to us but allay. On man heaven's influence works not so, but that it first imprints the air, so soul into the soul may flow, though it to body first repair, as our blood labors to beget spirits as like souls as it can, because such fingers need to knit that subtle knot which makes us man, so must pure lover's soul descend to affections and to faculties which senses may reach and apprehend. Else a great prince in prison lies, to our bodies turn we then, that so weak men on love revealed may look. Love's mysteries in souls do grow, but yet the body is his book. And if some lover's love such as we have heard this dialogue of one, let him still mark us, he shall see small change when we are to bodies gone. That was the text of the poem The Ecstasy. Very long poem consisting of around 80 verses, and now we will deal in the next section with detailed analysis of this poem.